I wanna see the light. See the light.
Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. It's Sophie. I'm super excited for today's video. I have another video from my new series, and this is going to be an eyeshadow do's and don'ts series. So I used the same exact eyeshadows, just different brushes, different techniques, just to show you guys the power of technique and the type of brushes that you use. And of course, just a quick disclaimer, just because I said that I do something a certain way and it didn't work out well for me doesn't mean that it won't work out well for you. So just use whatever techniques apply for you or that you love to do. There's no rules to makeup, and that's the #1 reason why I love it so much. This is just kind of a video for me to give you guys some tips and tricks of my personal technique. So first thing I'm doing is showing you guys the do part. First, I'm showing you guys how I apply my tape. So I'm using regular Scotch tape. I applied it on the back of my hand twice to take off some of the tackiness. Otherwise, it's too harsh near the eye. And I'm showing you guys the angle that I do. So it's about an inch below the tail of my brow, and I like to angle it kind of towards the tail of my brow, and I don't like to get too close to my lower lashes either. So I'm starting off by priming my eyelid. I'm using my Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in the shade Vanilla. Blended it out with a brush and a damp beauty sponge, and I'm also setting my lid with some translucent powder. This translucent powder that I'm using is by the brand Pretty Vulgar, and it's really, really good. If you haven't tried it, highly recommend it. And then I'm going to be jumping right into the palette. For today's palette, I'm using my ABH Riviera palette. And first I'm going in with Coastline, and I'm applying this just kind of in between my lash line and my brow bone, just right smack in the middle, going slightly above my natural crease, and then going in with a bigger, fluffier, clean brush just to help me diffuse those edges. And for today's video, I definitely wanted to do a do's and don'ts on a cut crease cat eye type of look, just to really help you guys out. So I picked up this really, really defined angled brush, and this is how I do my cat eyes. I start and I get the height of it first. I draw that middle line first, and then I draw the inner corner and the outer corner and connect them. And this is just what works for me. If you have a hard time getting this line nice and even and just kind of getting the shape that you like, try this technique and tell me how it works for you. And then I'm grabbing a really small tapered brush and some more of that brown shade that we use to carve our crease. And I'm just going in left and right motions, diffusing that line, trying to make a nice gradient into that Coastline shade. Next, I grabbed this really, really sharp angled concealer brush, and I'm just using this to carve my lid and just setting the eyelid as well. And then I grabbed this flat round brush right here, and I just picked up some of that translucent powder by Pretty Vulgar. And I'm using that translucent powder to set the lid and the base that we applied all over the lid. And then I'm grabbing my Too Faced glitter glue, and I'm just applying a nice even layer, and I'm concentrating this towards the top half of my lid, and then going in with my Shop Violet Voss Venus glitter. And I'm not going on my lash line at all because we are going to be doing a winged liner, and it's really hard to draw a really sharp, crisp wing liner over glitter because it's such a bumpy surface. If you guys know the struggle of that, it's quite difficult to get a really sharp line over glitter, especially if it's like a really chunky, bigger glitter. But I used the Schwing liner by The Balm, and as you can see, it came out pretty sharp because I did avoid that lash line. And then for lashes, I applied my Shop Sophie Bella Bali lashes. The link to check out those lashes will always be in the description box down below. I applied some black eyeliner in my waterline and the same two colors that I applied in the crease onto my lower lash line. And then I'm grabbing my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara and applying that onto my lower lashes. And then the last step for this look, I'm just grabbing this Inheritance shade and just popping that onto my inner corner. And then I grabbed some bar soap and I ran my spoolie through it with some Fix Plus and then ran it through my brow. And this is the finished look for the first look. If you guys want to see all of the tips that I would say to avoid, then just go ahead and keep on watching. So this is the don't portion of the video, and believe it or not, I actually used to do my makeup like this. I used to just only apply product to my actual crease and not draw it any higher. So as you guys can see, I do have semi-hooded eyes. I have very limited lid space. So a tip to avoid when applying tape is do not tape down your lower lashes. It will make your eyes water like crazy. And then also another thing that I'm doing, I'm just bringing that down way lower than it needs to be. It's a very unnatural type of angle to go on the outer corner. And then I didn't apply any eyeshadow primer, which I think is a big don't. If you're applying so much shadow as I do, I would definitely recommend applying an eyeshadow primer because it's definitely going to make your eyeshadow last longer. It's going to cancel out any darkness that you have on your eye. So I just pretty much jumped right in, and to carve my lid, I just kind of used a pencil brush, and it didn't really give me as much definition. And then for glitter glue, I applied it straight to my lash line, and I'm just applying it to my real lid, not drawing it any higher. And then here you guys can see the struggle of applying liner over top of glitter. It's really, really hard to get a straight line. And then I'm just peeling off my tape. For lashes, I'm applying my Shop Sophie Bella Bali lashes. And then I'm just applying that same black eyeliner in my waterline. And then going in with a big pencil brush. And like I said in previous videos, I just don't think that pencil brushes on the lower lash line or big fluffy brushes are good for people with small eyes. I just feel like we need a little bit more precise brushes just to get really close to that lower lash line. In some cases, drawing out your eyeshadow that low may look good, but for this specific look, it just did not work. And then I applied that inner tear duct highlight with a big fluffy brush as well, and it just was not as pigmented. So this is the finished don't portion. I hope that you guys learned a few tips and tricks from this video. Definitely let me know if you did. I would love to know what caught your eye and what technique you want to try out yourself. Also guys, we have monthly giveaways here on our channel, so if you want to be entered for that, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed, turn your post notifications on, and then comment done down below. Thank you so much guys, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!